So today we're looking at the Fram Pro Synthetic oil filter. Specifically, what are the components inside? Are they metal, are they plastic, are they cardboard, and that sort of thing. So I've already cut open the filter. I'll come in for a zoom just to show you the components, and I'll compare that to your lower costing oil filters. And then what we'll do is cut the media itself. We'll cut the end caps off, lay it on a table. We'll do some measurements to see what the square inches are regarding the surface area. And this can give you a pretty good idea on what you can expect from this. So let's just get right to it. Now the Fram Pro Synthetic is certainly more money than the Fram Extra Guard. However, the materials are much better. For example, if we start with the bypass material, they've decided to use a stamped piece of steel as opposed to plastic. On other oil filters, you may find a coil spring. This comes from a K&N oil filter. Wix XP also uses a coil spring. In this case, Fram Pro Synthetic has decided to use a stamped piece of steel. Now regarding the filter itself, this is really where you see the very big difference between the Fram Pro Synthetic and the Extra Guard. The Extra Guard, the end caps are cardboard. In this case, it's all metal construction. And I believe the price difference is around $3. So for the extra $3, this is certainly better quality. All metal end caps, all metal center tube. I also suspect the media itself is wire back, which we'll find out once we cut open the filter and take some measurements regarding the square inches. But certainly a much better or higher quality filter than the Fram Extra Guard. 99% efficiency, good up to 15,000 miles or 1 year. The micron rating, I'm not too sure. I'll try to find it when I post this video. I'll put it in the description box. As of right now, I did try to quickly find it on Fram's website. I just couldn't dig it up. My guess, maybe in the 20 to 25 micron range, but I'll try to confirm that by the time this video is uploaded. The anti-drainback valve, this is silicone as opposed to rubber. Now this holds up better in very high and very low temperatures. Certainly better materials than the Fram Extra Guard, without a doubt. Really where you see the money, the extra $3 is in the filter itself. So let's go ahead and cut open the filter. As you can see, we do have wire backing. So now let's stretch out the media itself and see how many square inches we have. So grab a pencil, we'll make a marking for the length. Let's check the width real quick. We're at roughly 1 11/16 of an inch. And let's see what the length is. And the length, we're at roughly 36 3/8 of an inch. Those are actually pretty good numbers. Let me just grab a calculator. The width was 1 11/16 of an inch. That's 1.6875. The length was 36 3/8. That's 36.375. So 61 square inches worth of surface area. That's a very good reading. Now very quickly, before we wrap up the film, I am comparing the Fram Pro Synthetic along with the K&N, Wix XP, AmSoil, and Royal Purple. Now I do have films on all 4 of these individually if you're curious, as well as all 5 as a group when we first had them brand new and before we cut open anything and we saw the materials used. But in this film we went a little bit further regarding is it wire backed, what's the square inches, and that sort of thing. Now the idea I have, I will compile all this information regarding price points, construction, so on and so forth, and I'll place it on a grid and I'll upload that grid to carsntoys.net. That way, if you're curious or you have an interest or you love one of these filters that you've been using in the past, on that grid you can clearly see how one filter compares against the other. Again, all made for the same vehicle, all made in this case for a 97 Nissan Maxima, but that's our baseline. So in other words, this isn't made for a truck and this is made for a car and this is made for a compact. Nothing like that. They're all made for the exact same vehicle. And very quickly, before I forget, if you're curious about the dimensions of the end cap, the inside diameter is roughly 1 3/16. Outside is roughly 2 5/8 of an inch, which is pretty good. I tell you, for $8, you get a lot for the money on the Fram Pro Synthetic. So thank you for watching. I will follow up with this film, after this film, with a Fram Extra Guard after 5,000 miles. So it'll be a little nasty when we cut it open, But let's see how the materials hold up after 5,000 miles. Don't forget, that's cardboard ends on the extra guard, so I'm curious to see how what that looks like. So until then, thank you for watching.